Yellow, yellow, yellow. Gonna be doing another stream today. And just a moment, we're gonna get this fired up and ready to go. I'm at home. My kids are in the background making lots of wonderful noise, but the focus is not that. The focus is going to be on drafting some Dominaria today. That's what we're gonna be doing. I might even do a traditional draft of Guilds of Ravnica, so we'll see how this all turns out. Let's get everything going. Trying to get this started, so just give me a few moments. Alright guys, so we're back and we're going to be doing a draft here. Just going to figure out which one we're going to do, whether it's going to be Dominaria or Guilds of Ravnica. I really want to do Dominaria just because my collection doesn't have a whole lot of Dominaria in it, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's do a Dominaria draft, 750 gems, that's okay. And we're going to go in here. Now, right off rip, we have Blackboard Reforged, and I don't even want to look at anything else. Like you just grab that in a draft. All right, so now where do we go from there? So we have Thorn Elemental, we have the Fire Fletcher, which is really good if we want to go for some kind of kicker thing, and then we also have Bloodstone Goblin, which will probably make its way back around. This is really strong. This is also really strong, but I feel like this needs more support than this. We also have the Thorn Elemental, which is really good, and we have the Saproling Migration. This won't make it around. I'm more likely to get another one of these than this, so we're going to go ahead and get the Halar, the Fire Fletcher. Ooh, and we have Adeliz, the Cinder Wind. So we have some options here. I really like Adeliz, the Cinderwind. Unfortunately, we just passed up on one of her really good helpers in the format. So let's take a look at what we have here. We can go for the Gitu Chronicler. This is really good with this because it's a kicker spell. We can also go with the Corrosive Ooze to stop Valduke shenanigans and things like that. So we could do that. I also really like the Mesa Unicorn, just in case we can't draft into this. Drafting into a Mesa Unicorn is really strong. But you know what? I have not actually featured a kicker deck yet, so we're just going to go ahead and go with the Gitu Chronicler. And there's a Valduke. That could be really advantageous for us. I do like the Fire Intervention because it is removal. And if you're going with the acronym, what is it, BREAD, you want to go bombs removal. But this is a bomb as well. So I feel like if we run across a lot of equipments and enchantments, this will be a really strong card to get. But then there's the removal piece. So I'm kind of torn between the two. I think I'm going to go with Valduke, just because I haven't seen all the way through. Oh, and we have a Champion of the Flame. This is very interesting. We could go Champion of the Flame, go Boros, Short Sword. If these make it back around, you always run into these in the drafts. Let's go. This is almost too good to not get. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we have Fervent Strike. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike and haste. And we have Pierce the Sky. So at this point, we don't really have any bombs in here, but we have plenty of removal. So I think we'll pick one of the removal pieces. The question is, do we go for the Pierce the Sky, deal 7 damage to target creature with flying, or do we go for the Blood Tallow Candle? I like the Blood Tallow Candle just because it's you don't have to worry about the mana, and it kills mostly everything that you're going to run across. The thing is, you do tend to run across a lot of flying, and this costs a lot less. So I think I'll actually go with the Blood Tallow Candle. Alright, here's another pack. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that we were talking about earlier. The reason why you get Champion of Flame, Valduke, because you're going to run across some Frenzy Rages, and no matter what deck we go against, that's going to do really well. I am also noticing that there's some Corrosive Oozes, more than a handful, so that might actually make things a little difficult if we do decide to go to the Champion of the Flame and the Valduke route. So let's take a look at this pack here. I haven't picked up much in the way of green, but there may be a reason for that. So in this pack, I really like the Llanowar Scout. He's early game. He's got a 1/3 body, and he does allow you to ramp. So I like that. I also like the Guardian of the Koilos. You can really use this to dodge some of that blue removal. If, for example, somebody turns your Valduke into an 0/4 wall using Deep Freeze, Guardian of the Koilos can help you get it back. So we could do that. I kind of like the Llanowar Scout here, so we're going to go with that. Okay, so here we're not presented with very many good options for what we're trying to do. We could go with the Skirk Prospector. It is a 1-drop. It allows you to ramp for 1, so we'll just grab that. And then going back around, I think we get the Bloodstone Goblin for the kicker spell. Tactics. Here I think we just grab the Zhalfirin Void. The Scry 1 can actually help a lot. And here we just go for probably the Voldalian Arcanist. And then the Diligent Excavator. And then that. Alright, pack 2. Oh man, I really wish I would have went Wizards at this point. Because we have Sulphur Falls, we have a second Adeliz, the Cinderwind. I really should have gone Wizards. I mean, that would have been super cool to be able to have 2 of those. I think I grabbed the Sulphur Falls, but I already have 4 of those, so I really don't need it. To be honest with you, I really don't. I really don't need it. I do see here that we have a couple of options for the deck that we're trying to build, which is the Saproling Migration. Although I'm not really sure if I have 4 of these. So this one's kind of tough. I think I'm going to go for the Saproling Migration. Hey, just do that. You just do that, and then of course you go for the wow. Look at that! Holy cow! We're gonna go up against. We are gonna go up against some really tough wizards. So Grow from the Ashes seems like the pick here. Then we also have. Oh my goodness! We're just striking out on all turns here. So I really like this. Halar. Well, what do we do here? I really like the short sword. I like Grun. I think I also like Frenzied Rage. I'm gonna go for Grun. We're just gonna pick one and just go with it. Although it's not too late to go into the Mesa Unicorn. Well, this just kind of sucks, right? All right, so let's just go for Frenzied Rage, and I really like Elfim Druid here because it helps with stuff. I think this is going to turn out to be a pretty bad draft actually, because there's so many good directions to go, and I'm not particularly married to any of them yet. If I get this third Frenzied Rage, I kind of am. So let's just go that, and Shield of the Realm. I think I kind of know which direction we're going to end up going here. It's going to be some weird kicker with Champion of the Flame as a backup plan, I guess. Let's get some ramp here. Let's get the Llanowar Scout. Let's get the Arbor Ornament. Sorcerer's Wand. Another Skirk Prospector, which is good. Ramp. Alright, here we go. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Okay. That's a thing. I know that I don't have very many of those, so I'm just going to rare draft that. Oh my goodness. Do we just scoop? Do we just preemptively scoop? I think we preemptively scoop. We have not made the best decisions here. I mean, how could you know? You know, like honestly. Alright, let's get this Saproling Migration. We didn't get the Spore Crown Thallid either. This is just let's go Skizix. And what do we do here? I guess we go Radiating Lightning. And then let's do Flame of Keld. Bloodstone Goblin. Let's do Run Amok. We're just gonna go aggro. Let's get a Corrosion Druid. The more kicker, the better, right? Let's get another Zhalfirin Void. I guess we can maybe splash blue for the Curator's Ward. That would really help, actually. Arbor Monument. Soul Salvage. Homerid. Tolarian Scholar. Okay, there's going to be some nasty Wizards deck here. Holy moly. Alright, so let's just get rid of the colors that we're not going to use. I don't think we're going to splash blue, even though I said we might for the Curator's Ward. We just didn't pick up enough pieces. Okay, Power Stone Shard seems weak. Definitely not going to run black. So we have a couple of different directions. We have 8 cards to cut. Let's cut that. Alright, so we have some removal here and some direct damage, which you'd be surprised just how good this can be. We have the Skizix, which has kicker. We have Halar, we got kicker. We got a lot of kicker. Let's read this. Whenever you cast a spell, if that spell was kicked, put a 1/1 counter on Halar the Firefletcher. Then Halar deals damage equal to the number of 1/1 counters on it to each opponent. So, with any luck, the opponent will not destroy this when it comes out, and then we'll be able to kick out a lot of spells and deal a lot of damage with this. Now, I've faced this before in draft, and it really can be devastating, because on top of it being a 3/3 for 3 mana, it also has trample, and it gets bigger, and it deals damage passively, making it a really strong pick, which is why I picked it. But as the draft went on, I realized that it may have been the wrong pick. So let's take a look here and see what we have. All right. I really like the Champion of the Flame that we got. I like the Frenzied Rages. I think we keep the Skirk Prospector and the Arbor Monument. That's gonna Arbor Armament. Uh, I think we're going aggressive. We're not really worried about removing threats, even though that's really bad magic actually. Yeah, we should probably keep that in. I like the Bloodstone Goblin, obviously, because I'm going to be kicking a lot of spells. The Frenzied Rages just add damage. They're really good. Run Amok. I like that it's instant speed. It is, however, just target attacking creature, which makes it kind of bad. Let's take a look at our curve here. We have 16 creatures, so we need to get rid of non-creatures. We have too many non-creature spells, so that's going to be that. Now, 2 of our non-creature spells actually count as creatures, so that works. I like the Black Blade Reforge. I like the Shield of the Realm because that actually helps protect my really high-value creatures, so that's going to work. I also really like the Krosan Druid. Grow from the Ashes. I wish I would have gotten more than one of these. Although when that drops, that's going to work really good. The Skizix, the Baloth Gorger. Let's get rid of the Gaia's Protector. I like the Grunn the Lonely King for like the late game threat. I wonder if I should run amok with Grunn the Lonely King, because it says if it was kicked and then whenever it attacks, it'll double its power and toughness. So you kick this for 9, then you give it trample. That alone is a good reason to run it, because Grunn is really weak when it doesn't have a way to deal trample. Because then people just chump block it to infinity, right? So Frenzied Rage does give it menace, though, so that makes it a little bit tougher. So I don't think we throw back in the run amok. I want to go down 1 Frenzied Rage because it seems like just a bit too much Frenzied Rage. And the Arbor Armament, that seems like it's just not going to make I mean, we don't have a whole lot in the way of flying. So we will get destroyed by flying. So it feels like having the reach available at instant speed to be able to take care of flyers could be highly useful. The Skirk Prospector can help me ramp. I put it out there. It's a free early game attacker. Okay, so the Elfim Druid will help with kick spells. I wish I would have gotten more than 1 of that. Oh, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, where the cuts really do feel like cuts. I think I really like Valduke. I really like these. The Llanowar Scout feels a bit weak. Maybe go down 1 of those. I think we go down maybe a mountain. Yeah, we're going to disable auto suggest. We don't need that. So we have 14, 15, 16 lands, which I think is appropriate. 16 lands is appropriate. And I think we go... Okay. We have a lot of 2-drops here, but some of these 2-drops are actually more than that. Let's take a look and see what we got going on. So we have 13 2-drops, so 14 creatures, 12 non-creatures. Remember, 2 of those non-creatures are actual creatures. We have 16 creature spells, because these are creatures. So we have 16 creature spells, 10 non-creature spells. So what is something that I don't really want to see too early that's in the 2-drop slot? That is not a creature. Frenzied Rage I always want to see. Gitu Chronicler, that's really a late game spell. So actually, Flame of Keld is my only source for card advantage in the deck. And it's a good way to just deal lots and lots and lots of damage. Honestly, maybe go down 1 Arbor Armament and go down the Skizix? No, well, no, that's the finisher. We need that. The Baloth? No, need that. I really can't think of anything that I would want to cut. I'm really eyeballing either that Blood Tallow Candle or the Shield of the Realm, because I really want to get to 40 cards. Honestly, my curve is so low, I could probably cut one more land. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just cut one more land. I'm going to cut a Zhalfirin Void, just because I really don't want to see two of those too early, because that would really mess up my curve. So I think I like the way this looks. I got some early game here. I got some interaction with flying. I got some removal for big creatures. I got the goblins, Champion of the Flame. This is a good mix. I gotta play it right. I like this deck because early game it can be very aggressive, but then it can curve out into some really big stompy threats late game. So, yeah, let's go with this and see what happens. This is not optimum. Based on that draft that we just did, we should have gone Wizards because we had 3 Adelies Ascender Winds. We had 2 Nabons. We just had... I know I'm going to run across that deck and I'm just going to get just stomped. So, I'm not very happy with the way this draft turned out, but I did get some pieces that I really needed. I got some lands, got some value, so at the end of the day it's still going to be worth, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we got. So this is not an optimum hand. We do have a Flame of Keld early. We do have the lands. We do have Radiant Lightning. We've got an Arbor on, but the problem is we don't have any early game drops. However, we have a way to draw into stuff. We can discard these spells here if things get too hairy. Draw 2 cards, get back into what we need. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep this. We also have a Scry with Zhalfirin Void. And since I'm not particularly crazy about the way things are turning out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play this red. Hopefully that keeps him off from wanting to play something. Maybe he thinks like a shock is coming and, you know, we noob him out. His name is Cut Noob, so. Okay, so he's going to play the Scout. Well done. Alright. We're going to make him think that we're still on red by playing a Zhalfirin Void. Let's see what we're going to get next. Actually, don't hate the forest, but we already have 2 forests in hand, so we're just going to scry that to the bottom. And we're just going to go ahead and pass. If anything, we can play a nice... Baloth Gorger here pretty soon. We can stem the tide by playing the Corrosion Druid. Alright, so he's playing everything on curve. It looks like he might be getting flooded out as well. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to reveal that. And then we're going to dump a Corrosion Druid. I wish I could get that later on, but that should stop him from attacking. Well, that was a misplay. He should have tapped that, put that land down. Yeah. He would be on 5 mana right now. I think he's trying to bait out a pump spell. So I'm just going to take the 1. I'm not too worried about taking 1 damage. Druid. Alright. So... I think we tack. Okay. Well, that was easy money there. I've made that misplay several times. I don't like the way this is now. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Alright, so I'm just gonna tap out and use this. Or should I wait? I mean, honestly, nah, I think I play it now. I think I just get it out. I really want to start dumping my hand so I can get to a Flame of Keld play. Yeah, he's getting flooded out. So there's 5. Alright. Let's swing out, see what happens. We got enough for the Radiating Lightning Arbor armament play here. Let's see what he does. I know he's got a pump spell. There's no reason why he would have attacked with Skittering Severe earlier. Yeah, he would not have attacked with Skittering Severe earlier if he didn't have a pump spell to try to bait out. He's making some tough decisions right now. Let's see. He does. Okay, so he's gonna add a mana. Oh, he didn't do that right at all. Oh no, he did do it right. Okay, he's gonna block the Bailiff Gorger. Let's see what other blocks he does. Okay, very good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and cast the Arbor Monument there. Arbor Armament. And then we're gonna go ahead and cast Radiating Lightning on him, deal 1 damage to each creature, and that should kill the Elfin Druid that he wasted his Gift of Growth on. That card is so good. It says untap target creature. That's absolutely ridiculous. And now he loses. He gets 2 for 1, easy peasy, plus 3 damage to the face. And then I pass turn. Next turn I'll play Grun, I think. And that way we'll have an on-curve Flame of Keld. Five damage. Okay, very good. That actually makes me feel really good. I could do this. Get Radiating Lightning back. Yeah, let's see what we do. Let's see what happens here. So we're gonna go ahead and kicker this out. We're gonna get the Radiating Lightning back in hand. And we're gonna go ahead and pass turn. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow us to put pressure on him next turn. Attack him with the Corrosion Druid. And he also can't play any kind of 1 toughness creatures, which there aren't very many in this format. Ah, he's on Halar too. That's very good. Yeah, let's see what happens. So we're gonna go for attacks. He knows I have this. Let's see if he makes the mistake. So he's either going to have to take the damage outright. Why did he do that again? So he's going to have to take the damage outright. Alright, so I'm just going to play Grun. I wish I had enough to kick it. But unfortunately, I really want to play this Flame of Keld on curve next turn. So I'm going to play that. That slows him down with the Halara. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So actually, I think we have enough mana to just dump hand. So we're going to play the Skirk Prospector. We want to do attack alone. Threaten the 10-10. He's going to block with the Llanowar Scout. There's no way. Okay. I was going to say, there's no way that he doesn't. we're just going to deal the 3 damage to him. And then we're going to play Flame of Keld. Okay. So far, so good. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect place. Oh, I didn't see that. Haphazard Bombardment. So it says at the beginning, choose 4 non-enchantment permanents. Okay. And he's going to pick one of these 4, obviously. What 4 are you going to pick? You can't pick Flame of Keld. So, probably my creatures. It's not that tough of a choice, man. The thing about Haphazard Bombardment that I hate is that it almost always gets the highest value thing of all. Okay, did not get the Grunn the Lonely King. So we're going to draw the 2 cards. And that may actually be game. Yep, that's game. So it's a good thing that we kept that in there, right? Yeah, that was a little bit fortuitous. It was true that top deck that like that. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. I will be shocked if we don't run across any of those Wizards decks. I mean, that was a perfect draft for Wizards. Okay. Alright, so what are we looking at here? We've got the Llanowar Scout, a little bit of ramp, not really. Baloth Gorger. I mean, if we can curve out into this stuff, it'd be really good. Just depends on what we draw. So, let's give it a shot. So far, so good. We'll actually be able to get a little bit of ramp with the Llanowar Scout. Maybe we'll be able to get a lot of bit of ramp with the Llanowar Scout. Looks like a 3rd turn Baloth Gorger. Depending on what we draw, I might not even play it. Oh, yes. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and resolve a Halar right now. And then we're just going to go ahead and deal some damage, actually. Because we can't block it. Too bad this didn't have reach. That'd be so good if it had reach. Now, you know what? I really want to ramp. I really want to ramp as hard as I can. And this will allow me to ramp. The 1 damage versus the ramp is not worth. Okay, so I'm going to take the 2. Play a Knight of Malice, first strike. So we're at interesting situation here. Don't have enough to do any of these, so we're going to pass. And we really need to see more lands. That's what we need to see. It's more lands, so that way I can put out some of these threats kicked and have Halar have the most effect. Got 6 mana here, so I can kick this, but that's not going to do me any good right now. All the while he's going to be dealing damage to me with that. Maybe we just resolve the... Yeah, I think at this point he's going to try to race. So I think we're so far away from 9 or 8 mana. I think that we just resolve the Grun. Resolve the Grun. Controls a white permanent. Okay. Now, he's going to deal some damage. He's going to get me down to 10, but I'm going to threaten 10 damage with Grun. Okay. Really good if I got some menace here. Wow. Really, really good if I got some menace. Oh. That's actually excellent. I think we just need to start dumping things. Alright, 10-10 coming your way. If I get some... He's deciding whether or not he wants to take the 10. Yeah, that's the problem with Grun. Unless we get him with some kind of trample or something like that, it's going to be very difficult to deal damage with him. He is a 10-10, but some of these decks with like that was pretty rough. He's going to deal the 6 damage. I really desperately, at this point, need to get something, a land or something to take care of that Sarah's Angel. And at this point, I think it's game over. If I could kick that, that would have been amazing. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it was just a little bit too late. Yeah, that was and we just scoop. There's no way there's enough damage on there to kill him, and yeah. That was unfortunate. Let's take a look at this deck and see, because there's a couple of things that happened that I didn't like. Drawing into the Champion of the Flame without the Frenzied Rage was pretty weak. I feel like the Champion of the Flame is just not good as a one-of. I'd rather have the Frenzied Rage. And also... Let's see. The Frenzied Rage would have been really good with Grun. But unfortunately, that wasn't something that happened. I really like the Baloth Gorger, but I don't know if I like it more than the Gaia's Protector, to be honest with you. But it does go with Halar. However, it is an 8-drop like that. I feel like as an earlier on spell, I would much rather have either the Champion of the Flame or the Gaia's Protector. Because Gaia's Protector in that game, we could have attacked, and he would have had to, especially when he played the Flyer. He would have had to have blocked. That would have allowed us to apply a lot of pressure. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure if I'm not so sure. I think I'm correct in taking out the Champion of the Flame for another Frenzied Rage, because the Frenzied Rage is just so strong. When you give one of these big giant creatures Menace, it just makes things so much more difficult for your opponent to deal with. Instead of just chump blocking it like that. Like that's really, really frustrating, very annoying. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit done there and see if we can get another win here. Alright, so alright, so we got a Valduke, we have a Grun. This is a really bad hand. 100% I mulligan this. If my opponent ever decides to... There we go. That's not too bad. Got the Bloodstone Goblin, Vengeful Skizix with Grow from the Ashes. It's just gonna give that. I'm gonna dump that because I really need lands. There we go. Alright. There we go. I'm liking the direction that this is going in already. Okay. That's okay. So we'll do that. Kind of want to Grow from the Ashes, but if I could wait to kick it, that would be fine too. So we'll see what happens next turn. I really feel bad about losing a turn and taking double strike damage here. I think I just play this. Yeah, now we're getting mana screwed this game. This will be good to deal with Tiana. I think I can take 4 in exchange for not taking 6 next turn. This is a really bad position to be in. Yeah, this is really a very, very bad position to be in. This is a very, very, very bad position to be in because now I'm here trying to defend against this ridiculousness. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay. I mean, I'm just dead. I'm just dead to that thing. I have one more turn. I mean, why not? What a horrible game. What a horrible game. This is a bad game. I wish I can click here and be like, bad game. Bad game. Absolute garbage. That was trash. I'm sorry. I gotta be toxic on that one. That was trash. It was absolute garbage. You can never have a fun draft. You just have to be sharky as all get out to win anymore. To get any fun things going. Alright, so we'll wait for the next one. Yeah. Hard to not be toxic when things like that happen. Just play against people who just draw the nuts like that. It's just, sure, you win. Congratulations. Magic the Gathering likes you. We'll just keep. Plus I was down. I had to mulligan and everything to get to that and then still get just stomped. It's just really annoying. Hurts your feelings. Yeah, that's right, I said it hurts your feelings. Have some choice words for the shuffler that was responsible for that garbage. Bloodstone Goblin. And of course I'm not going to draw a land. Oh man, I'm really tilted. I'm probably going to have to end the stream here in a minute. I am very, very tilted. I really want to throw this Frenzy Rage on here so it has Menace and Double Strike. So I'm gonna play this Elfim Druid. I'm just gonna swing in. And that way I'm gonna grow from the ashes. Just salty. Yeah, play that. End turn. At next turn I'm gonna kick in this Skizix. Give it some Frenzied Rage. It's 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually I don't even need to sack that. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Okay, resolve. I don't know. We maybe sack a goblin, add a mana just for no reason. This is how this deck's supposed to work. Sure. There we go. There we go. It's the way this deck was supposed to work out. This is how I imagined it working. We'll get rid of the... Whatever he puts down is going to die to the Blood Talakondo. So definitely got the game. Alright. Cool. Moving right along. Glad I got the win. I was getting a little salty there. Maybe Wizards is watching me. They're watching me and they saw that travesty. And they were like, alright, better give him a win before he just comes over here and punches us in the face. I wouldn't do that, but still, it's pretty enraging. Pretty enraging. Okay, I'm kind of liking this with the double Bloodstone Goblin and the Frenzied Rage. Alright, let's keep this. I really like the Flame of Keld being there. Follow up after all that. I can Saproling Migration early. Okay, cool. Bloodstone Goblin. try to stay on curve AF. Really want to start dumping hand here, so try to stay on curve as possible. I'll gladly offer up the trade for the Mesa Unicorn. He takes it. Wow. That was kind of dumb, not gonna lie. Okay. Let's play this before Wizard screws me over and taps my mana wrong. I'll gladly offer up this trade as well, if you'd like. Nope, doesn't take the trade. I've got 4 possible mana for Bloodstone Goblin and a Frenzied Rage. So let's go ahead and get the... Do we just deal a lot of damage here? Actually, I really like putting the Bloodstone Goblin and having... No, I like the Frenzied Rage on the Corrosion Druid. Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice the... Well, he can double block. And no, that's just too much. No attacks. We'll throw another one on there. Now he can 3 for 2 me because of this stupid thing. This guy is not drawing the mana he needs. So ideally, I would draw land or something for green, and then I can just play this Flame of Keld. Ah, perfect. Wow. Okay, so if I can put the Shield of the Realm on Skizix, next turn it's going to deal a lot more damage. He's going to have a hard time dealing with that Skizix. With this? He's going to have a very hard time dealing with this Skizix next turn. There's no reason for me to reveal that. don't think he knew that that works that way. I don't think he knew that that was going to work that way. Okay. Icy Manipulator could turn out to be a very bad thing for us. Let's see if he attacks. I don't think he attacks. I don't think he wants to attack. Alright, right about now would be a good time to start drawing some really good stuff, because this guy has massive amounts of card advantage on us. Partially because we flooded out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is excitement incarnate. This is good magic for you guys. It is everything that we want it to be and more. See, at this point, you wonder why... Okay, I was gonna say, come on, the timer's gotta get started here sometime. Seriously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That ties me up to him. Of a 5/3, these have vigilance. Three damage is a lot to take, so I'll just block that for now. Find time to... Do I go on the defensive here? No, because he's just gonna Icy Manipulator me. I think I just go on the attack. Now he has to hold up 1 mana, so he's still technically mana screwed. Has to hold up 1 mana to slow me down. Stem the tide for as long as we can here. If I draw another land, I mean, this is just going to be rigged against me. Oh, that's lovely. It's just rigged. So we got rid of that threat. I don't think I come back from this. This flood here is just ridiculous. Now he's just gonna dump everything, and I get an Elfin Druid. I'm gonna try to not be tilted and play to my outs here, but it's kind of hard to not be. I mean, when you are at 19 cards and you've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. What is it? 9, 10 lands out of 18 cards. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Fight the feeling of like you're playing against a constructed deck. Alright, that was a really bad draft. Let's take a look and see what we got out of the pack. Hey, we got some lands. Alright, cool. So I always end all my streams by playing like an actual constructed game to de-stress. And I think that what I'm going to do is play my favorite deck right now, which is Thousand Year Storm. It's actually fun. And we'll see how this game turns out. Alright, well, it looks like Magic just doesn't want me to play right now. Oh, we're gonna mulligan this. And... you just get these sometimes, man. You get... we're gonna scoop. We're gonna scoop. That was dumb. Come on, guys. Oh, you just get these games sometimes, man. It just hurts your soul. You just don't even want to even ever play this game again. Oh, gosh. The shuffler is just horrible. Like, come on. And you can't even blame the mana base there. I mean, I have so many dual... I have the absolute maximum amount of dual lands in that deck possible. And they're just like... yeah, we don't want you to play. We don't want you to do well. Here, just take garbage. Oh boy. Alright, we'll try this again. Maybe. 45 seconds in. Oh yeah? Okay, finally ready. Alright. We're moving and we're grooving. Yeah, see? This is more like it, see? I told you guys. Alright. This is a snap keep. So we're gonna go ahead and enter that in tapped. Sometimes you just need that little reset, you know? We're gonna turn to search. This is going to help a lot. Thought erasure, sure. Probably the Pirate's Pillage, I would assume. Yep. That go to the graveyard. We're gonna play that. And then we're gonna allow you to go next. First, let's risk factor you. Now you can take my lightning strike. Let's take that on the library. Let's go with that. And next. Opt. Put that on the bottom. We'll get to another one eventually. Alright, and we're going to risk factor. Pitching the lightning strike. Hit him for 12. Now we're going to discard a land. Let's put that in the graveyard. Transform. We're going to draw a land. Enters tapped. Go to your unstep. I don't want to have any unplayable cards in my hand while he still has the ability. He's going to smack me for 4. It's okay. Okay. Probably has a lot of dead cards in his hand. So let's do if he goes to discard, we'll just risk factor him again. I don't want to have any cards in hand because he just wants to discard my hand. Ah, thank you. Okay. I wonder why he wasn't countering the risk factors then. He just has a handful of control probably.
Here be monsters, no fire, no steel.
Okay. Alright. So that was a little bit better, but we still end up losing. Well-timed syncopate by our opponent. Play one more time, see if I can get a win out. I've been just on a slide of losing games. Stressing me out. Oh boy. What is up with the queue times? What is up with this? Alright. Okay. I think this is keepable. Enters tapped. Get the Escanta. That'll help us get what we need. The land, resolve the Escanta. Got some good control pieces. This actually is a much better hand than last game. The risk factor can go to the grave. Get a missions briefing. And then we will play on their turn. Radical idea on their end step. Just stop. Let's stop at end of turn. Resolve. Just radical idea now. Draw a card. Pass our turn. Actually, really need that land. And so we can attempt to tempo them out. We're gonna go ahead and pass. A lot of times they like to try to enchant the Bristling Boar, so I'd like to try to 2-for-1 them. Actually, resolve. Let's see what they get. Bounce that back to your hand. Draw a new search. Let's put that in the graveyard. Really need to get some more lands. Opt is okay. Let's keep this just in case. It's also good discard fodder if it's not needed. I'd like to opt. Try to get a land. Okay, very good. Very good. Got my land. Now I just pass turn and see what he plays. Plays a big threat, I just bounce it back to his hand. Demon Lord Belzenok. We will get some card advantage from that, but it's not anything that we're too worried about. If I get a land, I'd like to curve out into the Thousand Year Storm, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cast this. They can put that back in his hand. Draw another Blink-O-Eye Eyes control piece. Let's put that in the yard. We'll transform that. Alright, now we're able to get into a Thousand Year Storm. I'll cast that there. And then it's his turn. Now we don't have what we need to win. Okay, so he's going to play Bristling Boar. And Arcane Encyclopedia. Okay. So I think here, we're still looking for another piece here to the pie. Well, let's take a look. Can we win? What do we have in here? Nope. Is it 18? Honestly, think we just resolve another 1,000-year storm. Get to live the dream here. That will get us a win next turn. Unless he specifically answers it, because we're going to be able to... We're going to be able to do a lot. Just if we... Okay, so... I think the play here is mission briefing, lightning strike for game. Actually, we put that in there. And we Pirates Pillage, pitching a Scanta. Yes. Then we opt. That was a bit bonkers. Alright, cool. So that was pretty fun. I'm getting a challenge. So, do we challenge somebody? Direct challenge. Let's see. Let's see if he shows up. Alright, let's see. I got somebody challenging me from Facebook. So let's see if they're on. I'm gonna shoot him a message here. You guys may or may not hear him. see if he's on. Okay. Okay, so he's not on. So we'll cancel that. Let's get a few more wins. A few more wins with my favorite deck. Okay. I really hate this hand. It has some potential. So I'm going to keep it just because it has the lightning strikes. So I'm facing the right kind of deck. This could be very good. I'm not worried about an Elvish Rejuvenator, I'm just worried about the threats that it can bring out. Alright, wipe those out. See if we can get into a land drop this turn. We cannot. I'll allow you to go. The shock in case he plays something else. Something big is coming. Well, at least we have a way out of that. We're gonna have to take 5 damage. Alright. Reserve our burn spells for some things of substance. Okay, search for Excanta is going to be very strong right now. Let's see what else he plays. Oh boy. Okay. Desperately need that. Okay, let's see if... Wow. Well, that guy destroyed me. Today is not my day. Some days I win them all, other days I just lose, lose, lose. This is good. I might just go and take a nap, just reset on the day. This is a sign that today is not my day. Alright, this is better. This is turn 1 shock in case they're playing any kind of Llanowar elf shenanigans into might as well kill that, get out of the way. Slow them down. I do want to pay 2 life, get into that scan as quickly as possible. Alright, so it looks like he's playing mono red. Or new goblin. Not too worried about that. The cards in graveyard, just the one. Let's pitch that. I can always get another one. Very good. Alright. So cannonade, knock out both of them. Go to the graveyard. There we go, to pick up another Pirate's Pillage. And we can go to their turn and do some fun stuff. Solve. Just gonna draw a card. End step. Get a land. Turn. We'll keep that. Play this. And go to his turn. See if he plays something else. So we'll just lightning strike that. Get it out of the way. Let's see what we have. The graveyard, we really want to draw a land this turn. There we go. Get a land, get some more action. And I think what I'll do is actually just pass with open mana, see what he does. I'm just gonna do this. See what we got. There's another search, which is very nice. Actually, really like the search. Play the search. Pass. We'll resolve. We'll resolve. Take a look and see what we got going on up top. Get into a natural cannonade instead of using the missions briefing on one. Pass. And play the cannonade on our turn. Let that go to the graveyard. Decline. Got an opt. Alright. We're just gonna cannonade that. And we're gonna let him go to his turn. So we're dealing with his threats pretty efficiently right now. And he's just allowing me to pass to my turn. It's gone to the Sunken Run. I wonder if he thinks I'm playing counterspell, so I'm really not. That. We're just gonna 1,000-year storm. And then I think we opt missions, briefings, pirate pillage next turn. Get a ridiculous. This is pretty. Okay. Oh boy, am I gonna show you the meaning of storm. Kaboom! Get wrecked, kid. Alright. I really want this pack of Guilds of Ravnica, so I'm going to try to go for one more win, and then that is the end of the stream. Cool. Alrighty. Okay. We're back at it again. Double missions briefing, 1,000-year storm. This is not a keepable hand. This is just cause search. And actually, yeah, let's keep that mountain up top. Fountain of Renewal. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and drop that. Goes upkeep, second turn. It's actually really good because that means I can cleanly resolve this search. Oh my goodness. How did I know? You know, I was just thinking in my head, he's probably running some kind of enchantment removal. Like, what are the chances he's running enchantment removal? And then he busts it out. Okay. Sure. I might as well. I'm gonna take 4 damage. Please let me draw cards on accident. Anybody running Demystify? Oh. Enters tapped. I can't believe he had Demystify for my Scanta. Like, who honestly runs that card? Like, look at that card. Who runs that? This is just a fiesta. Like, what is he trying to go for? Is he running blue-eye control? Like, what is he doing? There's no reason to ever play that. I'm still trying to figure out what this guy is running. I don't even know. Teferi? Is he ever going to resolve a Teferi? Is he just playing the first one to try to resolve a big spell wins? I mean, what is he doing? This is fun and exciting magic. Just waiting for when I can resolve this useless risk vector. All he's seen from me is a risk factor and a search risk Scanta. Target player exit. Is he really? Who is he targeting with that? I think I just permanently made him exile all his cards. Holy moly. I'm pretty sure I just made him permanently exile all his cards. Okay. I'm 20 cards in and have yet to see a single one of my 4 copies of that reduced amnesia. That was hilarious. I think he's playing that stupid deck that Noxious was playing with the reduced amnesias. He's gonna deck himself. He's at 29 cards now. There's no way he's gonna kill me with all these soldiers. Sure. Sure. It's actually kind of card advantage-y for me. Yep, I'm glad. I didn't need those 2 lands. Resolve. Boy, this is actually legitimately tilting. So I know what he's trying to do. I know exactly what he's trying to do. Okay. Okay. Didn't need those cards. This is one of the most interesting games we could have finished the stream off with. We're either gonna hard lose or hard win. I mean, he's only helping me thin my deck out. Yeah, I don't need any of that stuff. That stuff is all very bad for me. Okay, resolve. Okay. Now with that on the stack. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 24. If only I would have had... Do I have any more 1,000-year storms in the deck? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3. I have one more 1,000-year storm in the deck. If I draw it, I could possibly win. Nope. Let's see. Wow, what an interesting game. Not a good game, but a very interesting game. Very interesting game. I gotta get this last one, guys. His deck wasn't good. Very interesting. It could have gone either way. Could have gone either way. It was very strange that I didn't get into any 1,000-year storms, and I was one land short. But even then, I couldn't have. No, it wouldn't have mattered. It was very odd that I couldn't get my 1,000-year storm out in time. I mean, it was just taking forever to find one. I mean, I was 20 or 25 cards deep into the deck without seeing a single Thousand Year Storm, and there's 4 in the deck. It just feels bad. Feels bad, and then all the burn spells and no targets for them. I was just... I think I win the best of 3 against that deck, but we're only playing best of 1, so it doesn't matter. This was a pretty good hand. Early game interaction, draw support. I'm on the draw, so I have a little bit of advantage with this type of deck. Okay. Let's do a quick opt right now. Definitely take that since we're playing against Boros. And then what we do is we play this red mana here, and then we pass. See what he does. Then we just shock it. I'm not in love with this card, but it could be very good. Let me draw more lands. I don't think we're worried about the 1 damage. Second main phase, see what kind of fun he brings out to play. Another fresh face recruit. Shock that. A radical idea. Draw another card. Alright, cool. Alright. Wait till his turn, see what he plays. Stuttering on mana is definitely not a good place to be right now. Yeah, this is where we lightning strike, get the 2 for 1. We'll hold up the shock. I'm just not gonna allow those shenanigans to happen. Really would like to get some lands here. Looks like we're stemming the tide for now, but okay, pretty soon we're gonna have to consider radicalizing idea. Okay, try to get the 2 for 1. Try to see if he'll target it with a dub. Doesn't target it with a dub, then we will just... I really want these to replace themselves, so we'll just go to turn, and then we'll pass. We will discard this is tough. I think we'll have to discard a Thousand Year Storm. It's going to reveal our game plan to him, but it's a lot better than the alternative. I feel like we should have radical ID'd. We'll see. If we draw land, then we'll see if that was a misplay. Not worried about the 1 damage. Nope. This is really getting it's really getting frustrating. So we'll discard a blink of an eye. We'll hold up the fiery cannonade for extra shenanigans. I feel like he's got a response to this, so we're gonna... Nope. Doesn't. Finally got into another land. We're just gonna pass. We have a lot of instant speed stuff. Resolve. And then we'll just bounce that. Draw a card. Okay. Starting to get some lands. That's good. I really want to get to the 1,000-Year Storm, be able to resolve a Pirate's Pillage. Resolve. At this point, shock that. I don't want that to turn into something disgusting next turn. Tries to save it. That's when we go all in. And we get that out of his hand. Well done. Alright, so now I think we don't want to miss our land drop, so we're just going to scry 1. Put that to the bottom. And we'll draw another cannonade and pass. Desperately need to resolve the 1,000-Year Storm. This guy's played nothing but solid creatures. Tashik can be a problem. I think the appropriate move here is to just let him spread it. I feel like we're playing against a bot. For Pete's sake. Finally, we resolve the 1,000-Year Storm. This turn doesn't have enchantment removal. Hopefully that means that on this next turn we can get a win. Okay, dub. Smack us really quickly for 5 damage. Okay, so I think is where we missions briefing. Open up with that line of play. Dump the search for Scanta. Keep the lightning strike up top. Target a lightning strike because we have the Pirate's Pillage. Play the Pirate's Pillage. Discard the fiery cannonade. Submit. Now it replaces itself. Draw 4. play the land. Play another Pirate's Pillage. I think we discard the missions briefing. Submit. And this is where we would opt. Blue. 2, 3, 4. Now what we're really looking for is a shock. That's what we really want. We could also do another Pirate's Pillage. And we'll discard Steam Vents. I think we just resolve another 1,000-year storm. Oh no, it's gonna die. Woo! And that is how you win a free pack of GRN Guilds of Ravnica. So let's see what this was. Relentless Raptor. Okay. And let's go open some packs. Open the one pack. And we got a Thief of Sanity. Well played, well played. Alright, cool guys. That was it. I got a lot of these things. So that's it. We're going to end the stream there. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And make sure you follow us, subscribe, whatever you got to do to let yourselves know that we are coming back on and we'll be doing more streaming for this. If you are local to my store here in DeLand, Florida, then you can come on by. I would just want to let you guys know that we're going to be having a sign-up sheet for the next month is the newest release of Ravnica Allegiance, I think it is. Ravnica Allegiance. I don't know what it is off the top of my head. I'm a little bit tired and stressed out from all these games of Magic I've been playing. But we're going to have a sign-up sheet so you can get in on that and make sure. The last pre-release we did, we were absolutely packed. We absolutely sold out of every single pre-release pack that we had. So make sure that you get in for that. We're going to have a sign-up sheet starting tonight to sign up for that. And I think it's about time for me to get off. My kids are now resorting to just screaming, even though their mother's right there in front of them. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. You guys have a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we'll see you next time.